The roundtable dialogue had in attendance distinguished dignitaries, traditional rulers, and leaders of various northern groups, service chiefs, as well as heads of other paramilitary agencies with a common resolve of confronting the existential challenges of insecurity that have become a threat, particularly to northern Nigeria. In line with the theme to address insecurity, develop a framework for cooperation, collaboration between states and local authorities, check proliferation of arms and drugs through local vigilante and border security, as well as addressing the socio-economic factors. The meeting began with the Chairman Committee of Experts on National Security at the Roundtable, Bashir Yusuf Ibrahim, setting precedents for the rest of the agenda.
The committee assigned to itself the following tasks: to engage all stakeholders in order to come up with a common and practical approach to containing the security challenges facing northern Nigeria, to recommend a comprehensive and all-inclusive strategy to address the challenges of insecurity in northern Nigeria.
The former military head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, in his speech, reeled out the devastating effects of insecurity in the north, adding that addressing insecurity in northern Nigeria requires a multifaceted approach while calling for a shared goal to foster a secure environment that enables the prosperity and well-being of people in the north.
I hope at the end of this meeting, we will find a solution to how to combat this menace that has bedeviled our country. And like the other speakers have said, it is time for implementation. Certainly, a lot has been discussed and said about insecurity. There are volumes of literature that abound in this country. So I hope at the end of this roundtable, we will implement the recommendations that the roundtable will come out with. Again, to close, let me thank the CND and the chairman for finding me fit and allowing me to chair this roundtable. May peace reign in our country. May peace reign in our region. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Advocating for a more pragmatic approach for a successful fight against insecurity, the former INEC chairman, Professor Atahiru Jega, says efforts should be made to take the fight against insecurity from the conference room into the communities.
Targeted efforts must move from the conference rooms to the communities also if we need to have an effective and successful fight against insecurity. It is evident that the long fight against insecurity, particularly in the northern parts of the country, has also created what many scholars are referring to as the war economy. And the major participants in this war economy, regrettably, are also those who are supposed to lead the fight against insecurity, the armed forces.
Also speaking was the former Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Audu Ogbe, speaking on the lack of job creation as one of the many effects of insecurity in the country.
In fact, one question I'd like to ask the governors today is the local government system working? Are there any graders in the villages for leveling village roads so the poor farmers can go to their farms and come back? Hire a pickup? How many village clinics are operating? How many classrooms in village schools are roofed? Not too long ago, I saw on television in one of the states, not in the north, where children were lying on their bellies to read and write because there were no chairs or desks in the classroom in Nigeria in 2004. So my theory is this. This chaos is caused by three things. One, the economy. Two, the economy. And three, the economy. So there are no jobs. So our children graduate, hang around the village for a while, and they have to go in frustration in search of livelihood to Abuja, probably, or Lagos, for those who go down there. And those who can't go far, they go into crime, into the forest, into kidnapping. where they can call a poor man and his children, take them to the bush and ask for 50 million. It doesn't connect.
Further adding that the Nigerian army shouldn't be shouldered with the responsibility of the police.
The army is not a police force. A country that abuses its army by using it as a police force is running a risk. You are destroying that army. Soldiers are not policemen, and policemen are not soldiers. We're mixing the two up. That's another danger we'll deal with in due course.
Participants of the conference highlight the peculiarities of the dialogue.
The overview of this conference is that it is now we get to know that each and every person in the society has a role to play in contributing in ending insecurity in northern Nigeria. The traditional rulers have their own part to contribute, the ulamas or the clerics have their own part to contribute, the leaders have their own part to contribute, youth, civil society, even you, the media people, you have your own role to play, and all these roles that are going to play by different groups are clearly spelled out during this conference.
In an interview with the Zamfara state governor, he assured Nigerians, especially the people of the north, that the outcome of the meeting would put an end to insecurity in the country.
As you rightly saw, it was a very interesting 2 days where issues concerning security, especially in northern Nigeria, were discussed adequately by all the stakeholders. And I believe this is a way forward for northern Nigeria. We're giving them all the assurance that government is doing everything humanly possible to take care of security situation in northern Nigeria and Nigeria as a whole.
In a bid to confront the existential challenges of insecurity that continue to threaten a large part of the nation, the coalition of northern groups and leaders have come together at a 2-day roundtable dialogue on insecurity in northern Nigeria, here at the Nigerian Army Resource Center, Sokoro, Abuja, to seek multi-dimensional approach at ending insecurity in the country. For Global Television, Queen Agaba reporting.